with a special unpredicted module unboxing. The professor lady contacted me, I won some kind of prize, and I got a bonus box that I am here to unbox with you. Let's get to it. One thing that this company is moving forward and doing is they're working more with recycled materials. So rather than focusing on a new module with new numbers, we've got the same one as before. So let's open our new module. First thing we get the weekly briefing kitty. So she is noting that it may appear as if she has a bias towards dogs, but that's not true and is evidenced by this adorable kitty. So that's gotta be nice. That's gotta be nice for those of us with feelings of warmth towards cats too. And yeah, it says the contents that we have in here, similar to before. We've got our list. All right, cool. Put that on my book stand. Let's get to it. First thing in the box. Emails. Emails. So this is super cool. Office hours are soybeans. Edamame are soybeans. Okay, so these are the seeds. These are the beans. Seeds, beans. We can eat these. All right, so if I read the ingredients on the back here, the ingredients for the emails, I see that ingredients for email include never talking about grades over email, and emails are for things that can be answered in one question or less. Otherwise, we want to have a little office hour chat. All right, let's see how that tastes. That's kind of gross. Ugh. Not a fan. No, I don't like this. But here's the thing. There's like 26 servings in here. That means there's like 13 cups of emails. I am holding such a big bag of emails, and on the syllabus it does say that we don't talk about grades over email. We don't do that. And if it's going to take more than a sentence or less to answer a question, we probably need to figure out how to have a conversation versus doing email. 500 pounds of email! Alright. But email and office hours, they are related. They're in the same family. I got it. Okay. What is next in here? Ooh! Okay. So next, we read the map that we filled, and we read Vinegar and Char in its entirety. Cool. So I've always really liked the readings. You know that about me. It's part of my favorite part. I really enjoy it. And like I've talked about with the readings before, like just spending time with them and really massaging them in, you're going to get the full benefit of those products, right? Now, if we look at the ingredients in these readings here, we've got the map. We're going to read the map. Okay? So the big map that we all built together, your job is going to be to read and interact with that map. You are also going to read the collection in its entirety of Vinegar and Char. So, what we have here, this is Overtone Ginger, which I chose in honor of the conversation of talking to myself with pumpkin spice lattes. So I'm doing this color for an homage to the pumpkin spice latte, and also so I can have hair like a pumpkin for Halloween, right? Why not? Plus Overtone is amazing. Oh, it feels so good. It smells so good. I really wish I was sponsored for the products I use while teaching. Okay, so you're reading the map. The way that I would suggest doing it, and this is in the assignment modules too, is to start by setting a timer for 55 minutes. Okay, that's what a class would be in terms of like amount of time. So give yourself almost an hour to read the map. Read it like it's a book. Read it like it's a book. Read it like it's a really interesting research paper. Read it like it's an appendix or an accompaniment to Vinegar and Char. And there's no real distinction about like, do you have to read the map first or do you need to read the poetry first? You can go back and forth as long as they get read. Ha 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 ha. No pun intended. As long as they get read, doesn't really matter to me how we do it. As long as they get read. So when you read the map, there's going to be a little thing that you do with like reacting to it. And for reading Vinegar and Char, I'm going to recommend now that you start taking really good notes for Vinegar and Char. Yeah, take notes on the map too. Take really good notes on everything, because we know that the artifact in Unit 2 that we're doing is a multimodal research paper. And we know that the purpose of building the map for Vinegar and Char is so that we have this living text that we've made, right? This big resource that we can all work with and that we can all use, okay? So that's why the readings are super important this week, and I'm hoping that they stick with you for a while, right? At least semi-permanent, okay? If not permanent. This is not permanent. Maybe it is. I don't know. So let them get into your head, right? Think about the questions that you've been asking yourself when we've been doing other assignments, like rural literacy bingo. Is there something that we see if we look at the other rhetorical lenses that we've been building as we read the poetry in its entirety, or as we read the map in its entirety, right? Try to put these things in conversation with the information that we've been working with. Okay, so I think that's the readings. I don't know. let's check here. Fun fact about my hair, I am actually blonde. That's like what is going on with all the roots. I dye my hair darker because I learned, unfortunately, many years ago that I got taken more seriously at work if I was not blonde. So part of me thinks that, like, I should stay blonde to advocate for not, the dumb blonde stereotype, but part of me also just wants to do my job in peace. So whatever choices people make about how they want to represent themselves, I am there for it. You do you. And right now, me doing me looks like this. All right, let's keep unboxing. Next. Ooh, okay. We have another Padlet. I am really loving the Padlets. Padlets have always just kind of fed me in a way that discussion boards just don't. There's just something that's kind of just nice and a little fizzy about the Padlets. Give this one a try. It's sweet, it's refreshing, there's a little tang to it. So yeah, the Padlet that you're going to be doing, this one's one of my favorites. This really is one of my favorites. And also, if you haven't tried kombucha, this is kind of a good gateway kombucha. It's Bayou Berry, infused with strawberry and honeysuckle. It's very light and pleasant. Unlike my hair, which is not light and pleasant. So as things are seeping in here, also let us take a moment to honor the prediction that was made in the pumpkin spice latte video. So now we are seeing pumpkin spice brought into the area of savory through pumpkin spice macaroni and cheese. As the kids say, called it? I don't know. I invite you to go back and watch that video if you haven't. Ooh! Speaking of videos, there's a video on Vinegar and Char. Turbans are great. Like, the ones that, like, so you do your hair and then you wash it and then, like, you put this on and then, like, wrap it around and, like, pin it there and then, like, your hair stays in it and it dries. I have always wanted one of these. Especially living in the South, like, your hair doesn't feel like it ever dries. Fun! From what I hear with the video, it's either, like, kind of in grayscale or something. I don't know. I feel like the turban is significant. What's next? Now we are moving into Twitter territory. So we've got our first Poetry at Tech events coming up, and as is on the intros and syllabus, we gotta make Twitter accounts so that we can tweet for our purposes with the Poetry at Tech virtual events. More on this in the modules. You need a Twitter account. It doesn't have to be your personal account. You can make one that is just for the class, or if you want to use your own, like, Doesn't matter. Do what you gotta do. Poetry at Tech. Poetry at Tech. Excited. Okay. And last but not least, extra credit. Extra credit. You know I love the extra credit. The extra credit is going to be dealing with different kinds of stereotypes in GIF use. Okay, so that's what this is all about. I don't know. I think that she's nailing it with these modules. And given that I'm the only person that's rating them, it's a consensus. So we've got our extra credit. We've got our Twitter and Poetry at Tech things that we're going to do. We've got a video. We've got this delicious Padlet. Just take a big swing of this Padlet. And then we've got our readings and the weekly briefing. All right, so I'm going to sit with this for another 10 minutes on my head, and then I'm going to go shower, get this gone, the magic of the orange, ginger, pumpkin spice hair, and I'll see you next in the video about vinegar and char.